hey, I had the joint out. Nigga gonna ask me what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, give me, just give me, for the NYC, give me what you can get.
So this is like Chris
It's
said,
cool to just read the headlines, I think.
Do we need intros or anything? Is there gonna be like a cool intro for this?
What is Dignation's intro? Whatever Dignation's intro is, insert before this.
Okay, nice.
Episode 1, I know they say the episode name.
Should we intro ourselves?
Yeah, only for the first one maybe.
Okay. Let me
Well,
see.
you should go first maybe. Or actually, should I go first? You guys know what's up.
We're gonna try to do this in one take, no fucking like.
Yeah,
Otherwise
so
we're
we're
gonna be
starting
here
it
all
already. Yeah. Also, we want to finish this fast because we're trying to go eat burritos. So, that is a major key. Young Snowden, this is my brother. It's the first time you guys ever see him. This is my older brother. And this is the first episode of Weekly Hype. And Weekly Hype is the show where we talk about the best stories of the week on Daily Hype. So yeah, you guys know me. This is my brother. He also worked on the app. He did a lot of the back end stuff, so I'll let him introduce himself. So
I'm Roland. Chris and I both worked on the app. We're really proud of it. I use it every day, multiple times a day. It's
I do
like
too.
Sneaker, Twitter. I guess that's how people are. I'm kind of using it. Like
We're probably the
just
only
scrolling.
2 people that use it.
There's not too many people.
Yeah.
That's one of the motivations for this little show. So actually, if you watch this show, you don't even have to use the app. In a way.
Yeah. Okay. If you don't have an iPhone, watch this show.
We gotta get Android up there.
Basic.
But anyway, so we're gonna basically talk about the top stories on the app this week, based on views. So
Based on views.
so
Or maybe something we think's tight that you guys didn't view. Maybe you guys read the headline. I don't know. That's the thing about the views, right? Like, we don't even scroll through, like, click into stories, but we scroll through a lot of it. So in the end, like, I don't know. Maybe you guys
there's
did
a lot
view
of
it.
there's like so many Jordans that are coming out. That's like you're kind of like okay, scrolling past all these Jordans.
Yeah.
And I think that ties into one of the stories that you're gonna cover.
Okay.
Jordan brand. I guess that's a good segue to start.
What story are you referring to?
To the so I'm talking about how Jordan's like coming out with so much stuff and it's not really as hype as it used to be.
Yeah, that's actually the first one I was going to talk about. Adidas just jumped over Jumpman.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys, first story. Adidas just jumped over Jumpman. We should add a cool like graphic. Or not. But anyways, Adidas just jumped over Jumpman. This story is one of the most viewed stories on Daily Hype with 2 views, you guys. That's insane. How the fuck do we get 2 views? Thank you guys.
I was one.
You guys are, I was the other one. Hey, what's up, man?
Nice.
Sick, dude. So, yeah, Adidas just jumped over Jumpman. Essentially, what I remember from the article is that they have like 13% sneaker market share, and I guess that was like 2nd place.
Jordan brand.
Jordan had it.
13%.
Well, I don't know about that specifically, but Adidas now has 13% of sneaker market share, and I guess that put him above Jordan.
That makes you 2.
That makes you number 2, apparently.
Yeah, so Nike has.
Nike.
That's not including Nike. So he hasn't jumped over Nike, but he jumped over Jordan brand.
Michael Jordan only, not the swoosh.
And that's not. I mean, you can't just.
Not over Mark Parker, Kanye. Not yet. Mark Parker's still rocking the sneaker game, but we rock with Yeezy, so this is a good sign though. A cool thing about that article, I don't know if you read it, but a cool thing that is mentioned in that is that this could be some leverage for Kanye to finally like let him open the stores.
Oh.
So like, oh shit, Adidas jumped over Jumpman thanks to Kanye, like maybe we should give him these fucking 100 retail stores he's asking for.
Is that what he's asking for?
I don't know.
That was a
that's
rumor, right?
That's rumors. But then I hadn't heard those rumors in so long, and then that article just mentions it at the end. So I was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's still a thing.
Yeah,
I'll quote it. So the last line of the Sneaker Freaker article is, it's like, maybe this means Adidas will give the go-ahead on Kanye's request to open hundreds of Yeezy stores. So I don't know, it might be rumors still, but like, that's still floating out there. I didn't even think that was a thing anymore, but
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's
like I was telling you the other day.
Yeah, go on.
The Yeezy stores. Like I was thinking, like Kanye could make the American version like big. Like if Adidas were like, all right, dude, be as creative as you want. Like we'll make these stores like whatever you want to make. Like imagine he makes the American babe. Like I could see the Yeezy line becoming something like that. Yeah. You know, like very
like crazy ass interior.
Yeah.
Like 4 shirts on the rack and like.
Well, you went to the Babe store.
Oh yeah, I did go to the Babe store.
I've never been.
They don't let you film in there, so that's like the main thing that I hated. But it's just fire. Like when I say like the first thing that comes to mind is like that crazy interior. So imagine like if Apple, if Apple did hype, it's like insane. Like the second floor is like just this glass wall, so you can kind of see downstairs to like anybody walking into the store. You're just kind of like on this like looks like you're just standing on the edge of a fucking like floor that ends, but it's like a glass wall. So it's like architecture is fire. They don't let you film in there. That sucks. I couldn't show any of that, so you guys don't know what the fuck.
And Kanye was at the Babe store with Kid Cudi like recently.
Oh really?
Picture? You didn't see that?
Nah, no.
There was some leaks that he was out in Tokyo at the Babe store with Kid Cudi. That would be my ultimate dream for the Yeezy line, where it becomes like a store like that. You can go to like the Yeezy store and it's like this crazy insane like dope gear, cool graphic art, and like the same feeling you got.
Yeah. It just feels like you're in a dope ass like futuristic little store. I was thinking something that could be tight for the show too is like we show our fits.
Our outfits?
Yeah, but we don't have tight gear. So.
Not particularly.
We don't have dope gear, so actually we'll scratch that whole concept.
Alright.
Alright, you got the next one? So Adidas jumped over Jumpman. Oh shit, crazy.
Cool. The other story that has a couple views and was pretty exciting, it kind of came late in the week. This leak was, I think it was yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
The next Supreme Nike collab for this season. Obviously,
what are the shoes called?
The Humara.
Humara.
Yeah, the Humara. Basically, out of left field, like the most random design. They pulled it out of like the archives or something like that. Like people were kind of like, "Oh, what is this?" But it's like a hiking shoe. It's a trail shoe. Yeah. For people who are like, I guess, active outdoors.
I'd never heard of the fucking Humara ever. So I'm curious if anybody actually had heard of that silhouette before. Is it that low key? To me it is, but like, I don't know. Has anyone heard of that shit before?
You don't see that many like trail shoes anymore, do you? Like, when's the last time you walked into like a shoe store?
I think the last time.
These are like for outdoors. Nike makes outdoor stuff.
Yeah. You don't really see that. It's more trendy shit. Like
the last it's basketball, tennis, and like running.
Yeah, that's true. You don't really see that.
But but back in the early '90s, like they were pretty popular. There were like articles about the shoes. Like there was a cool interview I kind of got to watch, doing a little bit of research on this shoe. His name is Fieg. I forgot what his Peter Fieg. He's the designer for this this style. And there's a cool interview.
Okay.
You can look it up on YouTube. So he talks about
So it's like was Tinker Hatfield of Humara or something?
Oh, like trail
shoes.
early '90s stuff like that.
That's cool. All right.
Off-road footwear. Interesting.
What's his name?
Peter Fieg.
Peter Fieg, you guys. That's kind of a major key right
the thing that's like kind of weird about these shoes is that the Supreme chose to do this neon, like super bright neon on these. When these like
trail shoes are mainly like black or like brown,
like light, like earthy tones.
Yeah.
So when they put neon on it, it's kind of like not appealing. There's like a pretty big like. I think unanimously people are like, these are garbage, trash, like horrible shoes.
Like hype people or hike people. Yeah.
I don't even think hike people are like we're gonna do that. So hype folks are kind of like, yo. But I will say that there's a couple like I found another blog that has much cleaner pictures.
Okay.
And you can get a better sense of what they look like. I don't know if they're like look better, but you can have a better idea of what they're gonna look like we probably want to put some screenshots.
Yeah, we'll show it.
I wanted to show you this, and I wanted to ask you if you change your opinion on the shoes in any way. These are like much more high def pictures.
Damn.
The black one, maybe?
Nah, we gotta keep it real right now. I think, I'm all for going for the weird, crazy silhouette no one's ever seen. Pull it from the archive. I love that. That's fire. That's like kind of the Calabasas, right? It's like an old ass silhouette. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know about this one though.
Yeah, I'm trying to save it, but I mean,
no, it's fair. It's fair. We give it the benefit of the doubt.
And this is two strikes. Like the other Nike collab was like the Air Force 2, which was a low key. I remember
that's why this one hurts more.
Yeah.
That's why this one hurts more, because it's right after a Nike Supreme collab that was kind of whack too. So it's like, fuck, two back to back. Like give us shit we can flip, you know? Not even wear.
Something I can fill the fridge with, you know? You don't know shit.
Yeah.
With these.
Yeah, we trying to fill our
these
fridge.
Really look like some stuff you would see at I'm gonna sound like a straight up hater, but like you would see these at the or the swap meets.
At the swap meets?
You'd be like, those are swap meet shoes from China.
Damn. These are like fake Nikes or something.
They seem like a bootleg.
Yeah, it seems like the fake Nikes you would see at the Santee Alley / Skyhome.
So yeah. Yep. People are not digging these at all. They have a cool history, and it's worth looking up, like just to get your sneaker knowledge up.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool right there.
Nah, but it's a brick.
It's a sleep emoji, right? It's sleep emoji.
Yeah.
Let's ever go to sleep, y'all.
We sleep in that game.
Yeah.
Probably next week.
Yeah. The camera randomly stopped, so there might be some weird jump cuts. I might just disappear in one frame and come back.
So you might be sitting next to it.
Yeah. It might turn into. It might just jump to it climax scene.
Whoa.
With the projector.
The kids are.
Yeah. Everyone probably saw it.
Every time. Alright, so, yeah, I don't know. I might still cop them.
It was tight though. Might as well talk about it for 15 seconds. How was it? Did you like it?
It was weird. The rules were all over the place. I didn't know if he was human, supernatural, like how do you kill him, but enjoyable.
Yeah, I just like the projector scene a lot, and I like that, that's our all-time on it. Anyways,
so next story.
Alright. Yeezy stolen at Knifepoint.
Alright. Every hype beast's worst nightmare.
Yeah, this is every hype beast's worst nightmare. Every time you go to like, well, I don't know. That's why there's sites like StockX and GOAT though. When's the last time you tried? Sponsored by StockX. When's the last time you really sold a shoe in person?
In person? Yeah, I don't think I.
Like, where would you even go to sell a shoe in person right now?
Craigslist.
Craigslist? But why would you do that
So
if there's like cool apps that facilitate
maybe it
that
was
process?
I don't know about the article.
That's what I don't know. I don't know. They don't mention that either.
Me, I would see myself that happening to me if I went to go pick up some Yeezys if I want them like confirmed.
Oh, okay, unconfirmed, yeah. Like outside, like leaving the adidas store? Yeah.
That's the most risky scenario.
That's one of the fears too. If you've ever copped unconfirmed or like any shoe, basically unconfirmed, when you go to the adidas store, it's a little event because automatically right by the door, they're like, oh, are you picking up or are you just casually like walking by and shopping? Most people are there to pick up their shoe. So it's always crazy because it's like, damn, if I'm like, you start trying to get into a thief's mentality, right? Because you're like, damn, all these fuckers are walking out with 750s right now. If I was really crazy, I would just post up and you start planning the whole shit out. So it's like, I'll post up right here because I know they park down here. So it's like, I'm just gonna pop out these bushes, I'm gonna put it in my friend's trunk, that fool gonna drive out. You know, you plan the whole shit out like as you're walking out of the store. So it's like, fuck.
And then you're like, I'm gonna pull out this knife.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, this article's on me.
Yeah, and then you realize that it's an article written about you from the future. That happens every time on the Adidas confirmed drops.
But yeah, or when you pick up your stuff from like Foot Locker.
But
I know my friend, like he's always doing the Foot Locker like foot action.
Okay.
The raffles or whatever.
Yeah.
And he always hits, and he's like, "Damn, I feel scared because I'm walking down like, with 3 bags of like Yeezy. Like that's his problem. I'm scared. I got too many Yeezys.
Yeah. That's kind of risky. I have too many Yeezys, my life's in danger.
Yeah, somebody might try to steal one. Because he's telling me like they offer him money, like, yo.
Yeah. No, it's funny. In Michigan, I almost got jacked. I almost got jacked in Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, not even to talk shit about Detroit or Michigan. It's fucking amazing. There's awesome people and a lot of money. Thank you, Dan Gilbert. There's a lot of paper flowing, so that's cool. But when I went to a Yeezy raffle, not even a drop to pick up some shit, I went to a raffle. Even the raffles get crazy. Yeah, they were like, give me a raffle ticket. Nah, I'm not even gonna win though. But yeah.
You might win, homie, there's a chance.
Yeah. There's a slim chance, dog. Yeah, so. No, but it wasn't like that. It was mainly, they were trying to sell me some fake zebras outside of the zebra raffle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was even like, damn, even the raffles is getting too lit. Yeah.
Some fake zebras?
Yeah, like some fool was like, oh, what's up? You got some, he was like, you trying to buy some zebras right now? Because it was a re-release, so I guess technically like, it's slightly plausible he might be selling some zebras, and he was like, oh, I might pitch zebras outside of a raffle, right? It's people that want zebras. But that would have been a cool little marketing idea the dude had, but he was just trying to like sell fakes. Yeah, so then it's crazy because shout out Ben and shout out Frank, they now work at StockX, so props to you guys. I went with them to the raffle, and then Ben's crazy. Ben cops like a shitload of shoes like during drops. Like he prides himself on like copping a lot. So he walks out, and Ben, I don't know Ben, but like Ben's not from the hood, right? So right there automatically I'm like, okay, this was selling fakes. Let's just say no thanks. Keep walking. Don't stop walking. Rule number 1, don't stop walking. Don't stop walking. You know? Yeah. That's also a pickup rule. Like, don't chase a girl like walking like, hey, let me talk. You gotta stand your ground and chill. That's a whole other video series. That's a whole other video series though. But anyways, like, some dude's like, you wanna try and buy some zebras? And Ben was like, I already have some. Or he said like, I have 12 pairs or some shit. He told them crazy. He was like, I already have 12 pairs.
Damn.
And I'm just like, okay, not the... I don't know. Right? I don't know where we could go with that comment, right? Yeah. This could go multiple places.
Okay.
Where are they? What's up? How'd you know, it's just too much conversation already. So Ben's like, I got 12 pairs. And then the guy's like, how much you get them for? And Ben said the most baller shit I'd ever heard. He was like, retail. And then we walked away. So we got away in that one. But yeah, like even at a raffle, like you might get jacked. Maybe not Knifepoint, but someone might try to jack your money with some fakes, right? There's some, even that's kind of like dangerous. I didn't know, but that was a little, no knives in my story, but yeah, Ben got crazy.
Interesting.
But yeah, another thing though, the Yeezy stolen at Knifepoint story. It was already shady because in the article they're like, oh, the guy wanted to meet up at night at the park. It's like, okay, no, meet up at round 2 in the day. How about that? Like, how about we do that?
Yeah.
So yeah, don't meet up at night and don't sell shoes through fucking Craigslist. Like, I love Craigslist, but like, nah, there's better platforms for shit like that.
Yeah.
Take an offer on StockX or Go or whatever.
What if they don't want to spend like the fee? The fees can add up, especially with like high cost shoes. Like a pair of zebras right now would probably be like $70.
Yeah.
Like that they're gonna take away. But I mean,
it's like you want to get stabbed or pay 70. That's the StockX commercial right there.
That's the new slogan.
Yeah, that's
StockX. Do you want to get stabbed or pay 70? Like, wait, are you trying to stab me?
Yeah.
Like, I will stab you.
Like, we'll stab you if you don't use StockX. Sponsor with StockX, thank you. Yeah, so that's somebody got their uses jacked.
Are there red flags when you're like, we're about to make a Craigslist deal? We've made a few Craigslist deals. Like,
we've jacked a couple people on Craigslist. We've robbed a couple people.
We stabbed a couple, you know.
I mean,
Just like the park thing, like don't go to a park.
Yeah.
Just go to like a Starbucks, maybe. Even that's not like good.
Yeah, go to a Starbucks. If you get stabbed, there's at least cameras, and we might catch them.
We might get a frap.
Yeah. You might
are you okay?
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
drink this.
Yeah. You might get a green
Fuck
tea.
is this? What? This is nasty. Yeah, there's always red flags.
Yeah,
like, if the person is like not trying to haggle or anything, like you know they're gonna lowball. If somebody's like, "I'll buy them straight up," you're kind of like, "Aren't you trying to lowball me?" It's like, "Nah, I'll be there. You gonna be there, right?" Usually, people who really want to buy your shit are
you
like,
just
hey.
Gotta trust your instinct too, right?
So people have shitty instincts.
Yeah, like don't sell sneakers on Craigslist. It's kind of a whack place to do it too.
Yeah, sneakers now.
It's just like
don't sell your sneakers on Craigslist.
yeah.
Use StockX.
Sponsored by StockX. Use StockX. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I
That's
could
the
vouch for
number
that
one
one.
sneaker.
Fuck it. Use StockX. Pay the 70. Don't put your life in danger. The fee isn't always 70.
Damn,
it just depends on how how expensive your shoe is. But it's better to use it.
It's like 10%-ish. It's reasonable for the service.
Yeah. It's reasonable for what they do. They authenticate it too. You know, it's crazy.
Exactly. Cool. So let me see. What else do I got? I wanted to talk about this KITH and Scottie Pippen collab.
That's cool. Yeah, let's do that.
Cause
I don't know much about it. Yeah.
I mean, it's man, I feel like KITH is coming out with like so much dope stuff. It's pretty like
KITH
lopsided in the game. Like they're not they knock it out the park usually.
Yeah, Ronnie Fieg is crazy.
And he's not even like a shoe designer by trade. That's the trickiest part.
He's just the enthusiast. He just loves the game.
Like he started off working at like
there's also a
family
fire
friends
Blueprint.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where I got
That's
it.
a Complex show?
Complex has a really cool show called Blueprint.
Yeah.
Where they interview like really prominent entrepreneurs like in the
we'll link it down below, but it's
in
a
the
fire.
hype space. Make sure you watch that if you're a real fan of how things work and how people come up in this like sneaker fashion industry. Like it's really cool. So Ronnie's in one of them. Ronnie Fieg.
Yeah.
He's talking about how he came up and things of that nature. But he does have a great like design, like touch and like experimental. Like he's also an example of like pulling out from different archives. Like these Pippins, we'll probably show some images right now. But the Pippen silhouette that he worked on, like you would probably like. I bet the original shoes when they came out, like if you saw them now, you'd be like, eh. But when Ronnie Fieg like does his thing, like he just does like brings them into like modernity. Like it brings the retro element, but he also brings like that new like, all right, we're gonna put some pony hairs on it.
Yeah.
Like what? Like it used to just be a black like regular leather shoe. You know what I mean? Like these black ones right here.
Yeah, he takes those little risks, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And now they even have his KITH branding on the back, showing like that's a good sign of respect.
Yeah.
So he's got the purple, he's got the black colorway with
like
the
to
hairs.
the point where that KITH box logo is like as dope as putting a swoosh. Like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So he's got these. What do you think about this color? Like the little like
the cheetah cream.
The cheetah prints are kind of wild, huh?
Those are. I mean, my favorites are the fucking the grapes.
The grapes.
Those are just fucking clean.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to these.
But yeah, the cheetah prints are. That's obviously gonna be a hitter for sure.
Yeah.
But the purples look dope to me.
And another crazy thing that he did was he took the ad, like the old ad design, and he just brought it back. Like he brought back the shoe and the ad. You know what I mean?
I think some people missed that, dude.
He brought back the shoe and the marketing like campaign that was used back in the day. And it's interesting because it's like there's a phone number, which
was that? Do you know if that was part of the original?
It was, yeah. Yeah. So the ads are pretty cool. They got this number, and Ronnie tweeted this out, right? And it had the number, and he said like his comment was just call Pippen or something like that. Call Scottie.
So even that tweet is crazy. Call Scottie, and he just tweets that with the image of the ad.
Shoot, yeah.
So
I'm dial right now just to see.
Yeah, so let's call that number. I'm actually curious too. But he brought back the shoe, and he brought back the marketing campaign for that shoe. That's fucking insane.
Don't call me. I'm busy. Text me.
Wait, text him.
Huh? You said text him.
Yeah, text him.
Should we text him?
Yeah.
What do you want to text him?
Just be like, yo.
Alright, we'll text Scottie Pippen right now. But
So we called,
yeah.
and what did they just say, dude? I don't think the camera picked that.
it was like, yo, I'm busy. And then it sounded like Scottie Pippen.
Hey, but back then they couldn't text, so I don't think that's what the phone number said the
Don't
first
call
time.
me. I'm busy. Text me.
Wow.
When's the last time like you dialed some number like regarding shoes? Like that's pretty crazy.
When's the last time you called Scottie Pippen before a shoot?
Don't call me, young.
Yeah.
My wife's like doing some crazy shit with the future. That's
Busy.
another thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, definitely gonna try to cop
Caught those Pippins, yeah.
these Pippins right here.
But like, you know how we like these Pippins right now?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that is because of the marketing.
You think so? Yeah.
I mean, that's a cool 50%, man.
50? It's pretty high.
Like, I'm not saying the shoes are whack, but damn, like what they're saying in that Complex show is that Ronnie Fieg mastered drops, you know, and part of this drop is like that low number, brought back the marketing, like that's a clean drop, you know?
Yeah.
That's just clean.
No, and there's another, like, he debuted these at the New York Fashion Week. He had like a little like exhibition with like LeBron and Scottie Pippen and like all this KITH gear that was gonna come out. It was like a runway show that he was live streaming on Instagram. Like I watched a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was cool because it was like New York, like the music was like all 90s like hip hop. Don C was there, and like you saw Scottie Pippen come out like with these shoes on.
That's
And
crazy.
you're like, oh, like he loves the game. You can tell he loves like the history, the culture of it, like bringing like, you know, retro stuff back and making it cool again. So that's what, you know, that's what fans like. That's what I like, to be honest. Like that's why I'm hyped too.
Yeah.
And that is, you know, marketing, like you said.
It's just great execution, you know, and marketing and product. When they're both fire, like damn, it's just what you always want in a drop.
That's how you gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do perfect business. So yeah, well, there's no real release date for these, but we'll see. We'll see when they come out.
Yeah, fire, man. I'm feeling that.
I don't know what this style is called though. Oh, Air Maestro 2.
Air Maestro 2. Sick.
Sick.
Wait, so are the first ones the ones that say air?
Those are the up tempos. So I guess Pippen has a couple of different styles. Oh, actually, there's two silhouettes in this little collection. There's the Maestro 2s and the Air Pippen 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Alright.
Dope. So, do you have any more stories? Was that your last one?
I have one more.
You have one more? Let's do one more each then.
Alright.
Okay, this is one of the ones that kind of caught my eye, like for real, just because it was interesting to me. And I'm kind of a hater when it comes to this certain story, but it's crazy. It shut me up though. But anyways, with 2 views on Daily Hype, Adidas' best-selling shoe right now is releasing in more colorways.
Can you guys guess what the best-selling Adidas shoe
Yeah,
is?
so what's the best-selling Adidas shoe
What
right
would
now?
you have thought?
I would have said NMDs.
Yeah.
Right? I would have said an Adidas. That's their top shoe. But actually, I feel kind of bad because I realize I've kind of become one of those whack hypebees.
Oh, damn.
I know, dude. It's a horrible realization. But we're still gonna get this hype shit. We're still gonna look sick. No, but the realization is that I don't know why I was so shocked that it was the shadows.
I don't see too many people wear them though.
I've seen some people cop them.
Yeah.
Like on Snapchat, I've seen like, one person. But like I've seen someone get them and like be hyped about them, and I'm just like, that's tight. Like it's a dope shoe. Like I just hate that I know a little bit more about shoes, and that's made me kind of not like a regular shoe that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's now I'm just like, oh, that's the fake Oxford tan. You know, it's like, Chris, chill the fuck out. You're a fucking asshole. You know, it's like, why am I tripping?
Yeah.
But you know, it's a nice shoe. Like I always be looking at it. Like if I see it like at Adidas, you know, I kind of look at the shadows for a second and be like, they got Oxford tan. Wait, that's the shadow. You know.
Yeah.
So you look because it's cool. It's like pleasing. It looks nice. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you don't have Yeezys, like those are cool shoes.
Are they though?
Like they're chill. They're cool.
Would
shoes.
you buy them? Like if you didn't?
I probably would have bought them. Yeah, if I didn't know shit, I would have just bought like an olive green pair just to kick it. You know, go to school and shit.
Go to school.
You know, for PE. You know what I'm
PE,
saying? I would have
the
bought
shadows?
them. Like they're tight.
They're cool.
Like you can't say they're not because they look like Yeezys. Like basically like they're.
But in a world without Yeezys, would these be the shit? Probably not, because Yeezys is not just about the shoe.
I mean, they're not ugly, you feel me? But it's the highest selling, like, so see, as you guys can see, it's still kind of a crazy thing to comprehend. That's the highest selling shoe though.
For Adidas, yeah.
You know, and it's basically heavily samples the look of a 350.
Yeah.
Which samples the look of a fucking Roshi run, right? So, whatever. At a certain point, like...
It's like $100, the price.
These?
The shadows are like, I think they're like,
Maybe,
are they
I don't
100
know.
or less?
I don't know. I don't know, but basically...
They're $100 on Foot Locker.
They're doing so well that they're making more colorways. And it's funny because I'm actually like... This girl was like... I like these. And it was the shadows. And I was like, you like the fake Oxford tans? in my head, right? But in person I was like, oh, those are cool.
In your head.
You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
then I'm like,
that's the first
maybe
thing
I'm
everybody
tripping.
says.
Maybe I'm tripping. At this point, maybe I'm tripping. Like, they're a cool shoe.
Yeah, they're okay. One of my like buddies at work has them, like the green, like a green pair, like an olive green pair.
Yeah.
And he was pumped. But he has a lot of different shoes. But I mean, I was like, I'm not too pumped about those. But he was like, I'm always. Yeah. He's always like, I'm trying to get the shit that nobody is really rocking. But obviously, everybody's rocking
obviously,
these.
shit, he fucked up right
Fucked
there.
up on that one.
That's the highest selling shoe.
Yeah. No, fuck these.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're a cool introduction. Oh, you know what though? I will say.
Yeah.
These are interesting in the fact that they don't prominently like
Show
Adidas like or the three stripes. You know. So that is kind of.
And that's interesting for the highest selling Adidas, right? It's the one that
Yeah.
doesn't show any Adidas branding.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So they can't argue anymore. Like, no, we need the three stripes. Like, you know, they're like, no, you
I
don't.
think Kanye started that.
Yeah. Like, hide the stripes.
Yeah, he hid the stripe. I remember it was a crazy thing for him to hide the stripes under the flap of the gray 750s. It was like there's nothing Adidas, but then under the strap it was the three stripes. That was always kind of fire. I like that. But then now like that's even gone into mainstream. Like that was crazy to hide it, and now like the highest selling Adidas shoe doesn't have it. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's another trend of like hiding your brand. Like Nike has those like swooshless. Like
There's a
those
swooshless dunks that I actually like. Yeah, they
that's
came out in like
interesting.
olive green, white, and like pink. It's just like Arctic orange, but they're all fire. I like them.
Yeah.
They're just so fucking like hard, dude. They're not comfortable.
Which one? These shadows?
Dunks.
Oh, the dunks.
Dunks. Shadows might be comfortable. I don't know.
They don't have boost though.
They don't have boost though. But yeah, I mean, imagine those had boost. That'd be fucking sick.
That would be cool.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're coming out in more colorways.
Cool.
Crazy.
What else? I guess I'm the last story.
Yeah, go ahead.
This was an interesting collaboration, you could say. This was a story that had a couple views. I guess it was like wacky and interesting enough for people to kind of
Yeah,
be like,
it had enough sparkly colors in the picture.
it could catch you off guard, like,
Yeah.
wait, what? So,
Shout out to the people that did read that article. Yeah, I didn't.
I didn't.
But shout out. How many views did it have? Do you know?
It had a few.
I think it had two.
A handful.
I think we had one.
The Air Max 97 Silver Bullet with Swarovski crystals. Swarovski.
Yeah.
Are those real? What is Swarovski? Is it
Swarovski,
like,
I think, is the
they
designer, dude. Or the brand, right?
Yeah. It was like little rhinestones or something.
I remember, if the editing's fire, I'll put it, but Pharrell, remember, had some Swarovski, like Stan Smiths or something?
Oh, did
Yeah.
So it's not a new concept to put Swarovski on shoes?
Nah. He's done some shoe collabs.
Oh, okay.
He did the Kanye mask too, right?
Did he?
I think he did that diamond mask.
Maybe.
I think that's Swarovski.
Huh.
Yeah. Actually, these shoes are
Yeah.
tight now.
Actually,
They're sick now because
Yeah.
he did the mask for the fucking yeah, for the Yeezus tour.
I love these shoes. So yeah, so like essentially the shoes are kind of like bedazzled out.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They're not terrible.
Oh, you know what might be terrible though? $400 price point.
Oh shit.
There's a lot of these.
That is wacky.
That is crazy.
I
$400.
mean, I don't know. Are they real crystals? Like, what is a fucking crystal, dude?
I don't know. Just a shiny little object.
That's true.
So yeah, so these I could never cop for that price, man.
Yeah. So these little premium drops. These little premium drops are interesting, right?
They're
It's
interesting.
Jordan's trying to, or Nike, right, is trying to do like charge more for shit.
The pinnacle.
They try and charge more.
They want to charge more. Supposedly it's like higher quality materials and better.
Probably is.
The one that I liked was the Jordan 4s, the snakeskin one.
Yeah.
I tried to cop those for $400. Looking back, that would have been pretty fucking whack.
Because they go up.
They did go up.
Oh, they did.
But it was still a lot of money.
Pinnacles.
So the Pinnacle line, like they had these pony hair 4s, they were like bricks. But yeah, these Swarovski Air Max 97s for $400. Probably.
Shout out to Chucks though. Chucks is one of my earliest YouTube subscribers. Chucks, I don't know what his real name is.
I thought you were like Chucks.
Nah,
Chuck's got the
not
Swarovskis
Converse,
too?
not Converse. That's his snap name. But yeah, shout out to him because he copped them.
He copped these?
Yeah, he copped them. Like he's always copying though. Like
Nice.
he's always waiting in line for shit. So this is a drop that through his snap story, I saw him cop. So that was pretty interesting.
Cool. Well, send us like a screenshot or like something, like maybe on foot, like.
Yeah,
sometimes
if he hasn't flipped them, I don't know. He probably just got them in a random size too.
Oh, they had a black colorway too.
That's something
That
I
was
didn't
kinda
know.
cool. The black Swarovski diamonds with the black air,
Black air bubbles.
That's pretty nice.
It's not the worst drop. This
It's
is
not the
better
worst.
than the Supreme, for sure.
Yeah, I wish they would
You
have.
feel me? I hate to say
Well,
that.
they did. Wait, it's better than the Supreme Air Max that you said?
No, it's better than the Supreme Air
Humara?
Max Humara.
Oh. Yeah, definitely better than those. Cool. That's our
Maybe
last
if we
story.
put some diamonds on the Humaras.
Yeah, or on the fucking
They'll
shadows.
be really the Swarovski shadow drop. That shit
For
gonna be lit.
400 and only make 10 pairs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be lining
And
up.
Kanye wore 'em?
Oh, it's over.
Game
It's
over.
Knifepoint.
Yeah.
It'll be a stab for
To be
those.
stabbed for some real diamonds.
So yeah.
Yeah, so that was basically the coolest stories of the week on Daily Hype. Yeah, I don't know how to close the show, but yeah, download Daily Hype, you guys. Basically, like, use the app, view the stories, and that basically dictates what we'll talk about on the show, right? So the most viewed stories is kind of what we're gonna talk about. So these were the most viewed, regardless of them having 2 views, and those 2 views being us. Those were the highest.
No, there was some like.
No, there's no. Shout out to the people that do use it, because there's actually like 4.
Yeah.
No, so fuck that shit. Shout out to those other like 2, 3, whatever people. Like, you guys are dope, man. Thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, try out the app. It's pretty fucking useful. There's a lot of apps on the App Store that kind of do the same.
Yeah.
But they are all filled with like.
They're all shitty.
Ads. They're slow. And that's because they're pulling in all these ads and trying to display them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to talk shit, but like the sneaker news app.
Yeah.
It's freaking horrible, and it's like the first app that you see when you search for like sneaker.
Yeah, if you search sneaker news, I mean, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But still, like,
their shit doesn't even load. Like, it takes like literally 18 seconds with a spinner. Like, and I bet they get a ton of downloads every day.
I mean, they didn't even get my download just because the screenshots didn't like look tight. Mm-hmm. So I believe you, right? Like, I kind of had a feeling that I wasn't gonna enjoy that. So basically, we built that app because we realized that there's no good like straight sneaker story apps, no fucking ads, like cool ass release calendar that's constantly updated. Like, there literally is. It seems crazy, but there was no app that just did that clean. And I think we're the closest people to crack that. So. Use the app.
Yeah, use the app. Like, our plan is to just make it as cool as like, if people are like, oh, why don't you add this or add that, or like it'd be cool to have comments or something like that. Yeah, we might add that. So yeah.
Yeah, so use the app, give us some feedback, and yeah, whatever stories you guys think are sick, check them out, and we'll read them at the end of the week.
So have a hype week.
Have a hype week, you guys.
Later.